The classic fable of Belling the cat, also known as the mice in council, serves as a cautionary tale about the crucial difference between a clever idea and its practical execution. For centuries, this story has illustrated that a plan, no matter how brilliant, is ultimately useless without the courage and ability to carry it out. The narrative unfolds within a community of mice perpetually terrorized by a predatory cat. Living in constant fear, these small creatures scurry through their days, always on edge, always looking over their shoulders. The cat, a formidable hunter with sharp claws and keen senses, stalks the shadows, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. The mice, weary of this constant threat, decide it's time to take action. In a dimly lit corner of their underground home, the mice convene a council to devise a strategy for their collective safety. The air is thick with tension as they gather, their whiskers twitching nervously. One by one, they present their ideas, each more outlandish than the last. Some suggest building a fortress. Others propose training an army of warrior mice. Each proposal is met with skepticism and quickly dismissed. As the council drags on, hope begins to fade. The mice grow restless, their initial determination giving way to despair. Just when it seems all is lost, a young mouse, barely out of adolescence, steps forward. His eyes shine with the light of inspiration, and the assembly falls silent, eager to hear what this newcomer has to say. "Let us place a bell around the cat's neck," the young mouse suggests, his voice clear and confident. "Its ringing will alert us to the cat's approach, giving us ample time to scurry to safety." The simplicity and brilliance of the plan take the council by storm. A wave of excitement ripples through the gathering. Mice leap to their feet, cheering and applauding. They pat the young mouse on the back, praising his ingenuity. The mood shifts dramatically from one of despair to jubilation. For the first time in memory, the mice dare to dream of a life free from constant fear. They envision peaceful days spent foraging without worry, nights of uninterrupted sleep without the dread of a midnight attack. The cat, once their greatest terror, would become nothing more than a noisy nuisance, announced by the tinkling of a bell. However, their celebration is short-lived. As the cheers begin to die down, an older mouse, his fur grayed with age and wisdom, slowly rises to his feet. He had remained silent throughout the excitement, observing the proceedings with a thoughtful expression. Now, as he addresses the council, his voice carries the weight of experience. "The plan is indeed a clever one," he concedes, nodding respectfully to the young mouse. "But I have one simple question. Who among us will bell the cat?" His words fall like a stone into still water, sending ripples of unease through the assembly. The jubilant atmosphere evaporates in an instant, replaced by a heavy silence. The mice exchange uneasy glances, suddenly aware of the enormous risk involved in their brilliant plan. Belling the cat would require getting close enough to fasten the collar, a task tantamount to suicide for any mouse brave or foolish enough to attempt it. The cat's lightning-fast reflexes and razor-sharp claws make it a formidable opponent, even for the quickest and most agile of mice. As the reality of the situation sinks in, not a single volunteer steps forward to undertake the perilous task. The young mouse who proposed the idea shrinks back, his earlier confidence replaced by sheepish embarrassment. The older mice nod sagely, having seen many such plans come and go over the years. The story concludes with the mice no safer than they were before, their brilliant plan rendered worthless by the impracticality of its implementation. They disperse quietly, returning to their homes with heavy hearts, knowing that they must continue to live in fear of the cat's predation. The moral of the fable is clear. It is one thing to propose a solution, but quite another to put it into action. The tale highlights the importance of considering the feasibility of a plan and not just its desired outcome. It serves as a reminder that true problem-solving requires more than just creative thinking. It demands courage, practicality, and a willingness to face risks head-on. This simple story has resonated through the ages, finding relevance in countless situations beyond its original context. In boardrooms and classrooms, in political debates and community meetings, the lesson of belling the cat continues to ring true. It cautions against the pitfall of embracing ideas solely for their cleverness, without fully considering the challenges of execution. The phrase "to bell the cat" has since become an idiom, signifying the act of undertaking a dangerous or impossible task for the benefit of a group. It's often used to describe situations where someone must take a significant personal risk for the greater good, or when a seemingly perfect solution is proposed without consideration for its practical implementation. Interestingly, although often attributed to Aesop, the story's origins are traced back to the Middle Ages. It first appeared in written form in the 14th century in a collection of fables by Odo of Cheriton, an English preacher and writer. The tale's enduring popularity speaks to its universal appeal and the timeless nature of its message. In modern contexts, the fable of belling the cat continues to find relevance. It serves as a cautionary tale in project management, reminding teams to consider not just the end goal but also the steps required to achieve it. In politics, it warns against proposing popular but impractical solutions to complex problems. In personal development, it encourages individuals to back up their ideas with action rather than relying solely on clever concepts. The story also touches on deeper themes of leadership and responsibility. It illustrates the gap that often exists between those who propose ideas and those who must implement them. In many organizations, this disconnect can lead to frustration and inefficiency, with grand plans faltering in the face of practical realities. Moreover, the fable highlights the importance of collective action and shared responsibility. While the mice as a group benefit from the proposed solution, no individual is willing to take on the risk it entails. This scenario plays out frequently in society, where collective problems often require individual sacrifices or actions that many are reluctant to undertake. As we reflect on this ancient tale, we're reminded of the enduring power of storytelling to convey complex ideas in simple, memorable ways. The mice and their dilemma serve as a mirror to our own challenges, encouraging us to think critically about the solutions we propose and the actions we're willing to take. In conclusion, Belling the Cat remains a powerful allegory for the gap between ideation and implementation. It challenges us to move beyond clever ideas and confront the often difficult realities of putting plans into action. As we face our own cats, be they personal challenges, professional obstacles, or societal issues, we would do well to remember the lesson of the mice. True solutions require not just ingenuity, but also courage, practicality, and a willingness to act.